Welcome back, Everbloomians. It's so great to have you. I'll be your host, Keisha. I recently flipped this lovely orange table recently, and I wanted to share the process with you all. This is the before. I got it at a thrift store for $35. This is me stripping the table. This is my second coat of stripper. The first time I used the 2-minute remover from Walmart. And I decided I'm going to do another coat. Of course, I wore gloves when I put it on. And then this time I covered it because it was very potent, very strong smelling. I'm surprised I didn't pass out somewhere in the yard using this. But it's doing its thing. As you'll see, you can tell it was working pretty good and made sanding a lot easier for me. Here's scraping. A little tip, I would definitely scrape to the edge. When I first started, I just scraped to kind of like the middle, but definitely getting those lines all the way to the edge really helps. I think the process and getting it all off. Got quite a bit off. Oh, these brushes are amazing, by the way. If you need to get into like tough spaces, like in small crevices, this was a lifesaver for the hardest part of this table. There is my new sander. It's a DeWalt sander. Love it. It was $80 at Lowe's. Definitely recommend the sander to anyone. I first started with 120 grit sandpaper, which is a more coarse sandpaper. That's me living my best life, having a glass of wine and listening to Ella Langley. Did you guys check out her new album? So good. I really like Loving Life Again. You guys should check it out for sure. This is where I wanted to give up in the process. Oh, 320 grit, the fine grit sandpaper. It's kind of rewarding to get to this point of sandpaper because it feels so smooth when you use it. And you touch your table and you're like, wow, it's so soft. And like after sanding with this grit sandpaper, my hands felt so soft. Oh, tack cloth. That is a tack cloth, and it really gets all those tiny particles off the table. I think I only had a pack of 2, but I wish I had triple the amount. I decided to do a paint wash, a whitewash on this table to dull anything. I like more muted look. So this is Alabaster by Sherwin-Williams. And I did 1:5 ratio. And that's just a medicine cup from Tylenol that I'm using. Of course, I didn't use it. I threw it out after that. Just so you know. Mixing in my water. It's going to be a very watery consistency. So it's not the easiest thing to work with, but it's definitely worth it and doable if you want a more muted look. And I'm just kind of starting out with this whole process. I used to have a love for refinishing furniture about 9 years ago, but I kind of quit for a while. But I was so new and fresh, and I didn't know all the techniques, so I feel like I'm pretty new at it. But this table was really fun, a fun project, a lot of work, but I enjoy kind of doing this kind of work. So I just put it on pretty thick. I didn't let it sit very long at all. Some people let it sit longer, but since I'm kind of a newbie, I'm feeling everything out on what to do and how I want it to look. This is the end result. I think it turned out really nice. Very natural, muted look. And I decided to use another paint wash after this in the color Stone Lion, which you're gonna see pretty soon. Oh, another picture. So this is Stone Lion. I think it's by Sherwin-Williams as well. And I mixed this 1 to 3. Look at the consistency. It's mostly water, so it's really neat what you can do with paint. I mean, you can be really creative with the colors, mix them up, get the perfect shade that you want. You can build on top. These paints are all oil-based. I've always loved this kind of look. The muted, like tan, beige washes. So I was really excited to try one out. And I found it kind of fun to mix colors and keep mixing until you like it. Of course, I have my sidekick with me, helping me out. So I kind of put it on thicker and then rubbed it with a terry cloth. And I decided to use like a pretty cheap brush to put on this, I don't know if you call this tan beige wash on the top, and rubbed it right off. Didn't leave much time in between. That's how it, oh, this is the next day, or maybe a couple days. I tried to get in there before kids started waking up for the morning, so please excuse my pajamas. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're a homeschooling mom. This is Polly in the color Warm Satin, I believe. And this is the step that I kind of wish I didn't do. I just didn't like, I feel like this polyurethane, this is oil-based poly, and it's very sturdy, which you kind of need for a table. But this is like a learning experience because I feel like it has kind of like a yellow tinge to it, which I was obviously trying to avoid. But going on. You definitely, for a tabletop, want to do more than one layer, just so whoever buys your furniture has that protection. There it be, drying. There. Here's the final product. I love it. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.